Hello, story listeners. So great to be back. Yes, welcome into the world of Panchatantra. Today, the story is The Voice Old Bird. Yes, a flock of wild geese dwelt in a forest. They made their home atop a tall, leafy, deep tree in the forest. The geese flew off very morning in all directions, but whenever they went, they come back each night to there atop the tree. The oldest among them was Uncle Goose, who was quite a wise old goose. He had seen many summers and knew much. Uncle Goose was well respected by most geese, but the new generation of youngsters, geese, did not think too much of him. For Uncle Goose was now too old to fly long distances or do any hard work. He only flew a little distance and back each day. They did not quite realize his great experience and wisdom. Uncle Goose sees a creeper. One day, Uncle Goose happened to see a small creeper growing at the base of the tree where the goose dwelt. It was just beginning to encircle the bottom of the tree. Uncle Goose called on a few younger geese and told them, "Listen, you youngsters, look at that creeper growing at the foot of our tree. Do go and cut it off, as one day it may become a danger for us. Alas, I am too weak and too old to uproot the creeper myself. But you are young and strong. You can easily do it now when the creeper is small." The youngsters just said, "Okay, okay," and went their ways. How on earth can that teeny creeper become a danger to us? Uncle is getting quite crazy these days. They chatter to each other. Well, there is no harm in cutting it off, and what's that hurry? Seeing the creeper left alone, Uncle Goose tried telling the youngsters several times, but they just ignored him and went off their merry ways. They thought they could always do it some other time. Soon the creeper had grown quite a big and had encircled the tree and almost the top. The hunter comes. One day, a hunter came by. He had seen the wild geese flying about in the forest. Oh, this is where those goose dwell. Ha ha ha, geese, wow. He thought to himself, looking at some of the geese just flying away from the tree. He waited until all the geese had flown away. He then climbed up the creeper. One, two, three, and reached the top of the tree. He spread out a huge net to catch the geese. In the evening, all the geese flew back together and landed on the top of the tree right into the net. They were all caught and entangled in the net. However much they struggled, they could not get free. As they looked around, it also became clear to them that a hunter had reached the tree top, climbing up the creeper. Yes, Uncle Goose told them, "You see, I had already warned you of this. This is what happens when you ignore the words of wisdom. And this is what happens when we ignore small problems. They become big problems, more difficult to deal with. It would have been quite easy for any of you to cut off that small creeper, but you just ignored it. Now see what it has got us into." The geese expressed regret. "We are sorry, Uncle Goose. We have been quite foolish. We will always listen to your advice in the future, if indeed there is any future for us. For whatever can we do now? The hunter will be back in the morning, and we will land up as someone's dinner tomorrow." Uncle Goose said, "Now, listen to me carefully. I'll tell you your plan of action, or rather inaction. This is what I all of want us to do in the morning when the hunter comes. Just pretend to be dead, every one of you. The hunter will climb up the tree. He will take up each of you, think that you are dead, and thrown you down. Now, when you are thrown, just don't fly away. If you do that, the hunter will be alerted and all the other will not be freed. Rather, just lie down unmoving until the last bird is thrown. Ah, then all of us will quickly fly away before the hunter realizes what is happening. Oh,